Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
first carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try the left side. It's Floyd, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Love. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got the hook up to Floyd. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Kane. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Hello. Yeah, man. I gotta play my Madden game as soon as I get done. Second quarter though. Hey boy, feeling pretty good about my decisions. No, the team lineup, you know, the QB switch, and nigga balling, boy.
You just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for
no motherfucking thing. Boy, took the ball down the field like it was nothing. Nigga, I established the running game though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going against the computer though. It's the Giants. But they got a nice, decent squad. They got Andrew Luck as the QB. He the only one keeping them kind of, you know, in the game. Other than that, they ain't really special. But trying to stack up some stats for my niggas. You already know.
Maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Try to take advantage of the opportunity. But QB out there doing his thing though. But yeah, I'm killing them on the running game.
They'll start out on the ground. Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, pass interference. I was about to say, boy.
So hang on, a big call coming on third down. Some boos
I'll take the first.
Right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah. But yeah, no lie, my team raw as fuck, bro. As far as the run game is concerned, we can't stop it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Ah, dude, and yeah, they can't stop the run game. And that rookie dude, I found Jacobs. You put him on the fastest thing on the team. Yeah, I got a touchdown with him. Yeah, that nigga hella fast, bro. Like, nigga by himself, beating niggas.
Jackson now to throw again.
Oh my God. Nigga just, as I'm talking about him, I threw him the ball, he tipped it and got intercepted.
When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off.
Here's where I throw the game, I guess.
After the interception, it's long. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Damn, cuz.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left.
14-3, 2 minutes to the second. I'm about to...
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Oh.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away.
14-3, less than 2 minutes until the half.
And it's 2nd down.
And they're at like, what, 30?
Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Love. And this is Shepard on the
Oh, I hit that nigga so hard. Fumble. Oh, shit.
Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will
Big
get
turnover.
the ball back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
Man, they got more 9 for 70 yards.
Always working towards 100.
He's been working well.
Oh, 9 to 10.
Here. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson.
Ha 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 ha. Devontae Adams. Wow, shit, cuz.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in field position.
Nigga got moss. Nigga got the moss ability and didn't even. I didn't realize I was only 1 yard away. I could have just ran it.
But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And this is caught by Watkins. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw, Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Hey, all that for a field goal. I guess they deserve one. They're about to field ball down all the way down the field, I guess. All right, I need to take the ball away. Game up. Game.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything
helps them get the game now,
but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what
he's man, motherfucker missed his block.
He's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again.
Oh, this dude's still steady missing his block. That's crazy.
He'll be taken down after a short pickup. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
That's tough. Dude picked up his dude even bumped into him. I would have been touchdown. Off of a kickoff return.
New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
Sammy Watson got hurt.
Sucks
to beat him. Sucks to beat him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's brought in by Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slow down and try and chip someone at the second level.
Killing me on the
good for a Giant first down.
taking apart that zone now.
Routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Love. And this is Ford, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Connor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you know,
all right, it's 3rd quarter, bro. It's a minute 30. 14-9, boy. That's my problem, bro. I can't close games. I can't close games, bro. That's my issue.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just
I'll be doing so good. I get to lead every fucking thing, bro. Like, you couldn't ask for a better game.
But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3s already put through the post.
I tell you, that's my problem. I can't close games, bro. Like,
good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard.
I gotta have everything lined up perfect, all the way up to the end.
They'll start the drive with a Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Bro, I'm on some straight nut shit. I did a fake punt, nigga. The throw the ball, didn't throw it.
Defensive guys, they have to plan all week, they have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they nowhere to
Alright, good shit, linebacker, good shit. Get the sack, get the ball back.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. Green brings it in. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I just made this game harder than it had to be, bro. What the hell I'm doing? Keep running the ball. That's the problem. I stopped running the ball for some reason.
Every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Because they can't stop the run, but I'm steady throwing this shit. Niggas not catching.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
This is Jones. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across
16 rushes for 102 yards.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 24, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Jones.
Oh, my gosh, bro. This game is fake as hell, bro.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit.
I'm looking at touchdown, bro, and my nigga fumbles the ball.
All of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that
like he just runs and drops the ball. Like some LaShawn McCoy type shit.
Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Hold on, that might have been a down ball before, you know, flipped out though.
To get points on the board last time, they had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
I wonder if I could challenge it.
Today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points. and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary
field goal, bro.
As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep
Oh, shit, I just straight missed the tackle.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'm about to lose, cuz that's crazy.
With some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Oh, my gosh.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
You'll have to kick a field goal, bro.
Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
14-12. I'm about to lose my field goal, cuz.
Just to take the lead here in the final minute. Rosa's kick is good.
It's 40 seconds left. I'm down by 1, bro.
Taking the lead in the final minute. So
Nigga, I ain't scored since first quarter, nigga.
Very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. That game's gone final in Indianapolis. And emerging victorious, the Colts. A win would be their second on the young season. So the Packers down 15-14, 35 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Oh, shit.
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
Come on.
Out of bounds, but able to get it
Come
across
on.
the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Jackson. caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
I got 17 seconds of the game. I threw it to my running back on a swing pass.
He'll look to throw, and that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
All right.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left.
I'm about to play it safe and kick a field goal at 10 seconds. First, I'm gonna try to get as much yards as possible, though.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, got the touchdown, nigga. My tight end, nigga, just put faith in that nigga. Oh,
so
shit.
for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline.
So it's just snatched on. That's what's
last
up.
drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gay is on for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So
Try to fake it, but the niggas I had out there, I got Aaron Rodgers, you know, as the QB
This is taken at the 3.
that holds the catches the ball for the kicker. So I got some accuracy back there, but the receiver lined up out there. The niggas on the line slow as fuck.
This game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated.
I got the dub though, nigga, but that was a struggle.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
Struggle for that one,
exactly
nigga.
right. They took a
Had a
step
clutch
back,
play at the end,
but
nigga.
still,
Clutch ass play at the
wondering what
end.
happened, possibly, even though we both